Try the bus, right?
I'm into it. Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Cubes. We're back here on Ride the Bus for a weekly sports rundown. You know, last week we kind of got canceled.
Weekly
but
locks.
We're back this week, baby.
We
We're
did
back.
get canceled. We got canceled by Hallis because of Hallis.
Don't worry about it. We won't.
We're still here.
It's in the past. We're still here. We're missing
John,
out on Rooney today.
John's racist. All right, that's all I can say.
Yep.
Just cancel me now.
John got lucky. Arkansas Little Rock covered tonight, so he gets the big chair. It's whatever.
John got the director
Right.
chair. Don't worry.
Give it a day.
He will be
Just give it a
back.
day.
John will be back out of frame next week.
Indeed.
We had to let him in because he
All
he picked Little Rock, Arkansas. All right, let's
Start
start off.
It's Arkansas Little Rock.
Arkansas
All right,
Little
show
Rock.
us
Right. Bill
But
Clinton's
today,
hometown.
all right. But
Anyways,
today we got some football, basketball, baseball on tap for you. We'll review NFC Championship, AFC Championship.
Let's
We'll look at some Yankees stuff. You know, do the whole nine.
let's
do
start
it.
there with the AFC NFC Championship games. Start with the AFC Championship game.
NFC game is first.
NFC game was first, right? We'll start
Wow.
NFC.
Yeah.
Bucks Packers. Matt LaFleur, fuck you.
Fuck you, man.
MVP goes to Kevin King. Automatically.
Kevin
Automatically.
King. Kevin King.
Automatically.
I was not happy with you, buddy. I had a few dollars invested in the Packers to win that game, and you suck. You're not good at football. Please find a map where he was terrible.
Matt LaFleur, you're a pussy.
Why are you kicking a field
You're a
goal?
pussy.
I don't understand that. Yeah, he sucks too.
Actually, can I even say that? Whatever.
Yeah,
P-U-S-S-Y. I didn't say that before.
you can.
He can mute it out after.
Yeah,
we'll bleep it. We'll cut it.
Matt
Yeah,
LaFleur.
we're flight. We're just gonna cut it.
You're,
Not cut it,
you
actually.
are terrible.
LaFleur.
Aaron Rodgers did not look good. I know his receivers were dropping balls.
Thanks, Beebs.
Thank you, baby, for
Thank
that.
you, baby.
Thanks, Beebs.
Yeah, no, I didn't think Rodgers looked good.
It looked okay. Great.
They weren't really running the ball well. Aaron Jones got hurt.
I mean, but at the same
Aaron
time,
Jones fumbled.
Aaron Jones did fumble.
Brady threw 3 picks. They had more than enough opportunities.
100%. They should have won that game. They had way more than enough opportunities to put it away, and they just got nothing because.
Biggest parts of the game, at least in my opinion. So what? Bucks had 3 turnovers.
Yes.
Packers had 2, right? Had 2.
Yeah.
I think it was 2.
Fumble and a pick, right?
Yeah, I
That
believe
stupid,
yes.
stupid seam route that Rodgers threw. That was retarded. Yep.
Yeah.
Was holding
That
on
one.
that. Holding
No,
on that
it might have
too.
been 2. It might have been 2 picks. He might have thrown 2.
No, I don't think he
he
did the
threw
same
the
thing.
same exact pass, but it wasn't picked off the next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, but on both turnovers, so what? Bucks scored touchdowns on
From
both
both.
turnovers, right? Their field position after both turnovers was at least in the red zone, if not on like the 10-yard line. I know the fumble was definitely 10-yard line.
The pick set up the Scotty Miller touchdown. Before
Oh,
before
Scotty.
the
Oh,
half.
we gotta talk about Scotty.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to Scotty Miller touchdown.
Then what? Both Packers, all 3 Brady picks were like at the opposite 20, and they had 3 and outs after 2 of them. That's like momentum kill, you know? Like,
Yep.
you can't be doing that shit.
That was sort of the trend all day. Green Bay's field position all game. You were saying it over and over again. Their field position the whole game was terrible. They could not get anything going. Aaron Jones was hurt. They couldn't run the ball. And I believe the Buccaneers in the regular season were last in the league in special teams. But they
82.
they dominated special teams wise. They had much better field position all game. But we got to do the Scotty Miller, Kevin King.
Fuck Kevin King.
What's the deal, buddy? You're sitting in a cover 4 on the last play of the half. You can't let anybody
but also,
run past you.
What's the defensive call on that? You're just going to leave him one-on-one, knowing
He wasn't one-on-one.
Brady's going to take
He's sitting in cover 4, which is the 2 safeties and 2 corners are just dropping back.
But he didn't drop back. That's the thing.
That's his fault.
Yeah.
The only thing that cannot happen when you are sitting in a deep 4th quarter coverage is you can't let anybody get behind you. And Scotty Miller just walked right past him.
No, I'm pretty sure. What's his name? Bounty Gate. What the hell's his name? No, Jack. Who was your DC? Who's the Jets DC? Dr. Heat. What's his name?
Oh,
Todd Bowles?
Todd
No,
Bowles.
not Todd Bowles. The white guy.
Oh, Greg Williams.
Yeah. Greg Williams, out of nowhere, is like, hold up, let's go coach in the NFC Championship game, playing the fucking Raiders. That's what happened. He's like, let's be some Dr. Heat.
Yeah, too bad
That's
the
what
Jets
he
then
wanted.
beat the Rams, so, helped out with our draft pick a lot.
What? Jack, no,
Hold
off
out.
topic, buddy.
Sorry.
We can make fun of the Jets in a different episode.
Yeah,
sorry.
Anyways.
When they draft someone who's not relevant.
Also fair.
All right, let's get to the second game, which was pretty boring. Chiefs Bills.
Started out exciting though.
It did start out well. The Bills came out firing. And that was about it for the Bills for the rest of the game.
Yeah, one lucky dropped punt that led to a touchdown, and that was about it.
That was about it.
Stephon Diggs did not score.
Yeah, didn't cover the prop.
Yeah, nope.
Not cover the prop.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Actually, screw Josh Allen for taking 3 sacks. He runs 30 yards backwards.
Yeah,
Josh Allen. You could tell Josh Allen.
Good game.
Yeah, he was trying to be a hero. He was doing a little too much. Took 4 sacks for 53 yards. That is a lot of yardage that you're losing compared to Mahomes taking 1 sack and didn't lose any yards. So it's quarterback play. Kansas City outplayed them. They outran them. The Bills running game without Zach Moss got hurt.
Yeah.
It was bad before Zach Moss was hurt. They had no run game.
TJ Yeldon actually didn't play bad.
TJ Yeldon out of the backfield was playing pretty well.
I've been saying at Ryan, Devin Singletary sucks. Been saying that all year.
Devin Singletary does
You've
suck.
Been saying, I hope the Bills draft like Najee so bad.
That'd be ridiculous.
Awesome. Awesome.
Tyreek and Travis Kelce, more ridiculous. 9 catches for 172 from Tyreek and 13 for 118 and 2 touchdowns from Kelce is just normal. Yeah. So stupid.
Tyreek hasn't scored in 3 weeks. Note that Super Bowl. He's due. He's due to the Super Bowl. He's due.
Did he score last year in the Super Bowl?
Probably. How many points did they put up last year? A lot. No, it was a close to low scoring game.
Yeah,
it was pretty close. It was low scoring by Chiefs standards.
I don't remember who.
I think
Nico scored last year?
Hang on.
Nico always scored in some game.
Yeah, he had did he score this game? No, he didn't, but he had a touchdown.
Nico scored.
No, he did have a touchdown.
Nico scored because what's going on?
You get a little screen
You
play.
start feeding him. Apparently, if you just fuck up,
if you
give
muff
the
him
ball
on in the
more.
first quarter, Andy Reid will just force feed you touchdowns.
Yeah, Tyreek should start dropping everything. See what happens.
Yeah, so we will get to. We're gonna stay away from Super Bowl predictions.
Yeah, we're gonna to you next week.
Next week, what's Thursday or Friday? We will have another episode out where we just do a ton of. We'll be talking Super Bowl bets, Super Bowl predictions.
It's gonna be tails.
Props. It's gonna be heads.
Tails.
Heads. Bet on heads. It's gonna be heads. So we'll get into that.
Tyreek Hill did not score last year.
Oh, he's due.
He's due.
He's so due. 2 touchdown score. Tyreek Hill locked it in.
All right, we'll
2
get
touchdowns and Super Bowl MVP.
Wow.
Lock it in right now.
Oh,
You're in here first. We love little people.
Travis Kelce and Damian Williams scored. Damian Williams had 2 touchdowns.
I can
Oh,
see
we forgot to mention playoff Lenny came to play once again.
Yeah. Why did we not talk about the Bucks?
Playoff Lenny.
There are a lot of players on the Bucks.
Fuck the Bucks.
Listen. There are a lot of players. Playoff Lenny. He's so bald. He's so large. He's actually a freak. Devin White is the best linebacker in the NFL. He's actually so good at football.
That's gonna be a fun matchup. Him against Kelce. It's gonna be a really good matchup.
It is his 2nd year in the league, and he is already a top 3 or 4 linebacker. He's ridiculous. All right, so let's talk outside of the game. Do an interesting little topic here. Deshaun Watson obviously has reportedly requested a trade.
Definitely requested a trade.
As has Matthew Stafford. So I'm going to run through a couple of ESPN.
Well, I haven't heard any of these. Get my take.
John and Matt have not heard any of these.
I've heard a few of them.
Ran a few of them by. Matt has not heard any.
Future GM of the Bears.
Future GM of the Bears. We're going to run through a couple of these more interesting offers that teams could give to the Texans for.
All right, so how about let's play a guessing game. You tell me the team. Don't tell me what's going on. You tell me the team, and I'll try to guess what the trade is.
No, because you can see it.
No, I can't see. I'm not looking. Dude.
All right, you're never gonna get this. Well, that's a bad one to start with because this is a 4-team trade, so you're never gonna guess this one.
Okay, whatever.
This one is these are all suggested by ESPN. This is a 4-team trade. Apparently, this is the NBA. The Packers will be sending Aaron Rodgers to the Niners, the 30th overall pick, and Jordan Love to the Texans. The 49ers will be sending the 12th overall pick and their 2022 first-round pick to the Texans, as well as Jimmy Garoppolo back to the Patriots.
Nice.
And then the Texans will send Deshaun Watson to the Packers, as well as a 4th to the Niners. And the Patriots somehow managed to get Jimmy Garoppolo for the 142nd overall pick because they're the Patriots.
Who wrote this article?
I don't know who wrote. We're going to get into the rest of the article because this is not even remotely the dumbest trade. Here we go with the Bears trade. Now, I'm going to let you guess this one because you are the resident Bears fan. Who do you think? I'll tell you what, the Texans are sending a 2023 5th and Deshaun Watson to the Bears, hypothetically. Who do you think the Bears are sending back? Who and what? Because obviously picks are involved.
It's probably 2 firsts, a 2nd. I don't think they'll send Nick Foles. I mean, they probably will. That's it. 2 firsts and a 2nd, and Nick Foles, my guess.
3 firsts.
Let me look now.
A 2nd, or no, 3 firsts. Yeah, a second, a fourth, and Nick Foles. So you're pretty close, actually.
That's
One, two, three firsts.
Ridiculous.
That would be a really dumb trade.
Ridiculous. The defense is aging. We don't need that.
That's a lot that's a lot to back up Mitch.
My whole point of reading through these articles.
He's gone. See you later.
Mitch is gone.
MVP.
The whole point of me reading through these articles, article is it is entertaining, but I do want to point out how massively overrated Deshaun Watson is. I think he's a good quarterback.
If the Bears had a quarterback in any of the past 3 years.
He's a really all right. Let's not make this a Bears sob fest.
Sorry.
I think Deshaun Watson
turns into that.
I think Deshaun Watson is a very good quarterback. I don't think he's valued at a first round pick in the NFL. He's also
owed a ridiculous.
If you
amount
don't
of money.
screw that up, which it's not that hard to screw up an NFL first round pick. There are a lot of really good players. You can get starting level players into the 3rd round easily. Talent-wise, there's a lot of talent in college. If you're talking about, it's not like the NBA. You get 15 starters, and then nobody else is good.
Bucks are getting washed. Sorry.
Thank you.
So this was another one that I thought was really stupid. Steelers send the 24th overall pick, a 2022 first, and a 2023 first, as well as T.J. Watt, the Defensive Player of the Year.
3 Watt brothers. Nice.
And Derek Watt. I guess we're getting all the Watts together in the section for a 5th
I'm
and
for
Deshaun
that
Watson.
trade.
I don't understand how you send 2 first-round picks and T.J. Watt, the Defensive Player of the Year. He's going to be, he's going to, it's a technicality at this point till they give it to him. You also, Bud Dupree is going to walk, presumably, or they're going to re-sign him. So now you're just going to leave yourself with your highlight of your team last year was the pass rush, and now you have no pass rush, but you've got Deshaun Watson and no first round pick.
It's okay. They're keeping big.
I don't get that one.
They had Big Pen on payroll for $41.3 million.
They can add Deshaun Watson's $40 million to that too.
Yeah.
Next we got Browns. I'll give it to the person who wrote this article. They write an interesting article. Straight up, Deshaun Watson. All right, they're just Deshaun. No picks, just Deshaun Watson.
It's probably Baker and 2 firsts.
It is Baker, 2 firsts, a 4th, and Odell Beckham.
What?
For Deshaun Watson straight up. So
who makes these trades?
I don't understand what these trades are.
I mean, when you have a priest running the franchise, I mean, you can ask for
there it is.
Only God can save them now.
We had to bring up that the president of the Texans is a preacher. Pastor.
Southern Baptist preacher. It's game over. It's game over. Whatever.
Cowboys, 10th overall pick, 2023 first, and Dak for a 4th and Deshaun. I don't hate that one as much.
Danny Dimes.
I mean, I feel like we got to cover the Giants one. This is pretty interesting. 11th, 2 firsts, and Danny Dimes.
3 firsts and Danny Dimes.
So 3 firsts and Daniel Jones.
So 4 firsts, really.
Deshaun
Watson.
So now knowing Dave Gettleman, we'd probably spend those picks on massively overvalued quarterbacks anyways, but I'm not that high on the Deshaun Watson trades. I mean, this is another one ridiculous.
Is this to every team?
This one, now you don't have a current first round pick.
Look what the Jets are doing.
But
go to the Jets.
You got listen to this. You got the Falcons. You would trade a 4th and the 4th overall pick. Fantastic pick. You're getting a really good player. 98th overall pick. Exactly. Just draft the quarterback. And then another 1st. And Calvin Ridley, who is the heir apparent to Julio Jones, had a breakout season this year. You're just going to trade him for Deshaun Watson. I don't get what that fixes. I mean, maybe if you want to trade Julio, I'd be okay. I think Julio's aging. He's going to be getting some more injuries. But let's get down to, Jack, your New York Jets.
Oh, God. Let's guess.
All right.
Let's hear you guess what it is. This is actually pretty straight.
I'll hear what Jack says, and then I'll fade him, and then I'll take it.
This is a pretty cut and dry one.
Okay.
I think you could hit this.
All right. I'm going to say 3 first-rounders, a 2nd, and a 4th for Deshaun. And like a 5th or a 6th.
And Sam Darnold.
You were incorrect. You got it for a lot cheaper. The second and 23rd overall picks. Next year's first round pick. That's it.
Why did the Jets get a deal?
So the Jets get a good. Now I would not make that trade. Would you take that trade?
Hang on.
Yes.
John Baum.
Yes.
John Baum.
Yes, we have a John Baum.
We have a John Baum. Go ahead.
All right. This is complete, not football. This is baseball. The St. Louis Cardinals have just traded for Nolan Arenado. So, thoughts?
That's actually John Baum. That is actually a bomb right there.
Thoughts?
Nolan Arenado to the Cardinals.
Yes, to the Cardinals.
That's a top.
That division.
That's
still
a top
sucks.
2
Have fun being the Dodgers.
So he's finally out. We're finally going to find out if he can hit outside of Colorado. That'll be fun.
Well, we found out DJ could. So
that's true. DJ. Oh my God, he's such a machine.
All right.
All right. So I think we've covered a couple.
Sending a lot of money too.
I don't have an article for this one, but where I don't know, we go around. one or two teams you'd like to see Stafford end up at?
Stafford.
I go last because you know what I'm saying.
I like to see him on the Rams, to be honest.
Trade Goff for...
Yeah. Goff and a couple picks.
I think if you're the Lions, you probably take Goff.
Yeah, I agree.
If Stafford's already on his way out,
I think that the
Goff's
Rams have a lot of offensive weapons that aren't maximized because of Jared Goff's inability to play quarterback. And Stafford,
I think Stafford more.
Yes, Stafford's the exact opposite. He's never had like a true he's never had true weapons.
He's never had Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, since then.
That's true.
I mean, I love Stafford, but just let's go back to 6 years ago when everyone's like, oh, can Stafford be relevant without just chucking the ball to Megatron? I mean, he's proved he can, but
yeah, he can play. I mean, he's got an incredible arm. He's a very different quarterback from Goff. I don't know. For me, I think it would be interesting. I know a lot of people have been saying maybe the Redskins, Washington football team. Sorry, I wouldn't want to see him in the NFC East. I think maybe the Colts would be a fun spot for him.
Colts would be interesting.
He provides definitely more than Phillip Rivers in terms of pushing the ball downfield. They've got some good young receivers, Pittman,
T.Y., Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor. You got some good weapons. Pascal, he can run downfield, so you could get some decent,
no way to come back.
Some vertical play going on. I think it would be fun to see him on the Colts.
All right, I got.
We know what you're gonna say.
All right, I have one more besides. I'll play devil's advocate after I say the Bears because we have a quarterback. We haven't had a quarterback
in a very long time.
I mean, if you want to call Smoking Jay QB, because I don't know, Jay was like that for like a year, but he's Jay. I want to see him in the Pats. Fuck it. Let's see if
Stafford to the Pats.
Let's see if Bill can do anything with non-Tom Brady without Cam Newton with no arm.
I'm with it. I think Stafford would be fun.
Let's see.
My only problem with that
Josh
is
McDaniels still there. Why not?
The New England Patriots are incapable of drafting a wide receiver. They cannot draft wide receivers.
I think they took
if you look at their
three times.
If you look at their wide receiver first, second, third round wide receiver selections, they're not good. Jacoby Myers is not good. N'Keal Harry is not good. I mean, it goes back a couple of years. Most of their receivers are either random white guys that Tom Brady finds off the street. Scotty Miller. He just brought them down to Tampa. Or I mean, they had you had Moss at one point. And Deion Branch at one point, but those were not draft guys.
Then you
guys
have
they signed.
Gone Forever Aaron Hernandez.
Fantastic human being. All right, so we'll close out NFL. We do have some more football stuff. We're going to close out football stuff. We're going to talk about the Pro Bowl lineups. There's not a Pro Bowl this year. All three of us will have complaints. Our team's fan vote is a joke. Our teams had very few Pro Bowlers.
My team left, so we were just happy to be there. It's okay.
Before we do get into the players, I do want to say I don't think that fan vote
should be voted on by your peers.
I think exactly. I think
everything should be voted on by your peers. It should be like
we're gonna get to baseball Hall of Fame.
It should be like the Heisman. The Heisman, the committee votes, right? And then you have the fan vote where it's like, we'll let the fans think they're doing something even though they're not, right?
Yeah, just let the fans vote, but don't make it count.
Yeah, just say it counts and don't actually count it.
When you're voting, when you're doing a fan vote and it's online, the fans that are voting are not. First of all, I don't trust the fans. Second of all, the group of fans that are voting are also probably 12. Who has the time to go on and vote? John, I'm sure you probably went and voted for the Pro Bowl.
No.
But who actually goes and votes for the Pro Bowl? It's not the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
MVP, we won. We did win.
I don't think a lot of real NFL fans are going on and voting for the Pro Bowl. I think the NFL players and a mix of media should probably be voting because there are a ton of snubs every year. And it's really frustrating, and you see guys that are just...
I actually don't know the lineups.
A bigger name or a bigger brand. We'll get into a couple... There's a couple of guys that are basically in there because they have a 99 overall card on Madden. Like, that's basically what... Or they're a well-known... That's sort of what it comes down to. So, we'll do the AFC lineup first. The two quarterbacks, no-brainers. Mahomes and... Three quarterbacks, no-brainers. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson.
It's fine.
I don't think there's anybody else... I think sleeper, maybe Justin Herbert had a good year.
No, he wasn't. It was good for a rookie.
I mean, just to get a rookie in there would have been nice, but not over any of those three. They all had good years. Running backs, Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb.
Josh, there's three of you.
Why do I keep not reading? Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs.
Josh
personally,
Jacobs is kind of interesting.
I think James Robinson should be in over Josh Jacobs.
Hot take, I like it, low-key.
Yeah.
I don't love James Robinson. Obviously, BB has him in fantasy. He loves James Robinson.
Fuck you, BB.
But I think stat-wise, I'm pretty sure he had a much better season than Jacobs.
I agree.
I would have had him in there. I mean, AFC running backs, where else would you go?
James Conner stunk.
James Conner was bad.
Really bad.
Ravens were not good.
Jonathan Taylor could have been.
JT was he got a good one here.
JT definitely could have been a nomination up there. I would have gone James Robinson. I think they both definitely could have got in there. Receivers, I don't really have any problems here. Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, AJ Brown.
That's fine.
AJ Brown is somehow still underrated.
Yeah, after saying that he needed surgery after week 2, then plays the rest of the year.
There are actually people watching this right now that think DK Metcalf is better than AJ Brown.
Crazy.
You're actually insane.
I would knock DK out in like 3 punches.
That's not true, but but AJ Brown, DK. I'm not sure if he made it. But we'll get there. He probably did because the fan vote. He's on Instagram, and I like DK. I don't have any problem with him.
I like the bull ring. He's not that tough.
AJ Brown.
Alvin Kamara.
AJ Brown is just better.
Has earned the bull ring.
Alvin Kamara has earned the bull ring.
Alvin Kamara has earned the bull ring. If we need to do a drip segment at some point because I don't know if there's ever been a player with more drip than Alvin Kamara. That man is. You just. Oh, no, he's got
we need the right state.
He's got
let's go.
The whatever. We'll get to that. So I think receiver wise,
state.
You're pretty good. You can't miss on the tight ends here. Kelsey and Waller.
Yeah, that's just
sounds good to me.
No
the tight end skill gap in the NFL is really fascinating to me.
Fuck that guy.
You have the top 3, obviously, in whatever order you want to put them: Kelsey, Waller, and Kittle. And then there's sort of just a drop off
after that.
Between that.
Then
you get to like Evan Engram and Eric Ebron,
and then like Jimmy Graham, fucking cover man.
Jimmy Graham because he covers. Jimmy Graham because he backdoor covers.
We love Jimmy Graham.
Fullback Patrick Ricard, sure.
Dude, I put a prop down for him to score a touchdown.
He is kind of a beast.
So bad. Want him to score so bad.
I don't know.
Can Robert Morris fuck off?
I don't. The rest of them are linemen. I don't.
Quentin.
I know the linemen. Orlando Brown, yes.
Fine,
Quentin Nelson, obviously, he's best lineman in the league.
Joe,
Batonia's good. DeCastro's good. Pouncey's good.
Pouncey's name.
Again, Pouncey's not. Yeah, Pouncey's a name.
Ryan Kelly's good.
Guy been around. Ryan Kelly is
fine.
good.
All right.
And Eric Fisher, former first overall pick. Didn't he get hurt?
Yeah, he tore his Achilles.
Achilles. Yeah, he's out.
Both tackles out for the Chiefs.
Yep.
Fun fact.
That's a big. We'll get into that next week.
All right, let's go.
All right, so now we're talking about defense. Myles Garrett.
Fine.
I'm not a huge Myles Garrett fan.
No, he came back this year.
But statistically, he had a good year, so get him in there. Joey Bosa.
Good year. No, Joey Bosa's a monster this year.
He was a monster this year. He's
Frank
ridiculous.
Clark, name recognition.
Frank Clark was, again, like an above-average player. Name recognition. In the AFC snub was, I don't remember. I don't think there was an AFC defense snubs.
Get on it. BB, get on it. AFC
defensive tackles. Chris Jones is a beast.
Yeah. Probably named, but he's good.
He's probably named, but he is a beast. Calais Campbell that's just straight name. Calais Campbell did not do all that much this year for the Ravens.
Was good this year, though.
Cam Hayward was good this year. TJ Watt, obvious lock.
Yeah.
Bradley Chubb, underrated year. Props.
Very underrated year. The Broncos were one of the more boring teams in football.
Yeah,
nobody really was watching them. So Bradley Chubb, great year. Matthew Judon had a good year for the Ravens. Darius. We get that's the other. We look at AFC.
We know who didn't make it.
DeForest Buckner.
Buckner didn't make it.
Buckner did not make it. All right, there we go.
What the hell?
Your boy Bryce Callahan.
Calais Campbell gets in. The fact that Bryce Callahan.
Well, no, we haven't got that.
We're on D-line.
We're on D-line. The fact that DeForest Buckner does not get in over Calais Campbell is ridiculous.
If you watched that is a wild card game, you just watched.
Exactly. DeForest Buckner was a game breaker in the wild card game. He's really talented. That was a great trade for the Colts.
Yeah, who'd they get?
They got Buckner for like
they got Buckner for a first rounder.
For first, and they spent the first on kid that they took. The 49ers took pretty good, but
it was a tackle from South Carolina.
They took. Big guy, let's go.
Javon Kinlaw.
Let's go.
Rest of linebackers. Tremaine Edmonds and Darius Leonard. Edmonds good.
Edmonds, not a great year, but he's on a good team.
He was on a good team, yeah. If you're a middle linebacker on a good defense, you're going to be. Darius Leonard is always really good. Xavier Howard had a great year.
He had the most interceptions.
Trey White.
Trey White had a good year.
He had a good year.
Humphrey had a good
year.
Gilmore name recognition.
His name recognition in his team. J.C. Jackson, corner for the Patriot. had a better season than Stephon Gilmore. He should be in there. And Bryce Callahan has 6 seasons.
Gilmore also was out.
And he
Gilmore
should be
also missed a bunch of weeks because he tore his ACL.
That's exactly. Stephon Gilmore is in there. Didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year last year?
Last year,
yeah. That's why he's in. He won Defensive Player of the Year. It should have been J.C. Jackson for the Patriots. Safeties, Minka.
Minka.
He had a good year. He's again a name. He's a really, really good player. So even if he has a down year for himself, he's going to be good.
Yeah. Even a down year for him could be a Pro Bowl year.
He had a fun year.
No, he had a good year. Justin Simmons, again, he's
Sleeper, nice.
He's a really under. Yeah. I'm glad that they got some Broncos guys.
I would have rather had Sorensen in there. I want Sorensen in there.
Justin Simmons is good. Tyrann Mathieu had a great year. For the Chiefs, kickers, punters, Justin Tucker.
Are you Cody Park?
You were missing a lot of kicks in the wild card round.
Yeah. The win was crazy. We'll give it to you.
Andre Roberts, Matthew Slater. Shout out to Matthew Slater.
Every year.
Every single year, this guy's Pro Bowler for special teams.
I think he's the only special teamers that anyone knows.
He's the only strictly. He does not run routes. He's a receiver. He's only a special teamer. He's a beast. All right, so let's get into the NFC because there are a couple picks here that I was a little on. Quarterbacks, Rodgers, Wilson, and Murray. Can't really argue with that.
Kyler played like shit this year.
Yeah, towards down the stretch
for a lot of years.
He did. He was playing with the AC joint injury.
Kick it out, 3 ball.
But I don't. No, I mean you can't. It's hard to complain with Kyler. What other NFC quarterbacks could you really?
Let's go. Nothing in the NFC North, the East. Your quarterbacks all stink.
Yeah.
Shout out Alex Smith though.
Yeah. Shout out to Alex Smith.
Comeback player of the year.
Inspirational story. Should be comeback player of the year.
They should just name the trophy after him, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Kyler, I don't
There's
see.
no one that's gonna have a better story than that.
I guess Kyler gets in. So running backs, I got no arguments. Running back, you got Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones. I'm fine.
Montgomery, low-key slept on, but it's fine. If there's 3, Aaron Jones played better than him. It's fine.
Yeah. No, I think that David Montgomery's a really good running back, but I just don't see him. Kamara and Cook are just a different level of player. And then
Saquon was hurt.
Aaron Jones. Saquon was hurt.
Just put it out there. Who else we got? Nice.
So then the receivers, we got Devontae, D-Hop, DK, a lot of D's, and Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson. Shout out Justin Jefferson. You are on my fantasy team. You will be on my fantasy team next year when I keeper you.
I told everyone Devontae Adams was going to be the best receiver, and I was right.
Devontae was ridiculous this year. D-Hop was ridiculous as usual. DK had a great year.
Allen Robinson.
More power to him.
Snub.
Exactly. I'm going to agree with you there. I hate to give the Bears any credit, but Allen Robinson had a huge year. Why are you hitting me for? Yeah, but I don't like giving him credit.
We're the 7 seed, baby.
I don't like giving him credit.
First 7 seed. First game ever on Nickelodeon. I don't know.
Allen Robinson had a better year than DK. DK is a much bigger name, and I understand he's a lot more exciting to watch than Allen Robinson. Allen's kind of just like generic 6'1" receiver.
Because we have Mitch.
That is true, but DK also is like huge. He's something of a spectacle. I understand that. The tight end selections are a bit odd. Kittle obviously was hurt. So you have T.J. Hawkinson, who had a good year, and I actually really like. I think he's going to be a really good player coming in a couple of years. And my own Evan Engram from the Giants. Let's go, Beeps. Evan Engram got in.
I would have dropped less balls with both my nuts than Evan Engram.
As a Giants fan and a person who likes Evan Engram, he should not be a Pro Bowler.
Nice.
The amount of drops he had in the Cowboys game was ridiculous.
He's an incredible talent. He does not always translate that onto the field. There are 3 or 4 Giants players who deserve to be Pro Bowlers over him. And I understand tight end is a limited position for stardom, but I just don't understand.
Should have been Tanyan.
Really that. Exactly.
Tanyan.
Thank you, thank you.
Tanyan in the corner, we love it.
BB from the rafters. Tanyan should be in over both of these guys. What did he have, 13? He had a crazy amount of touchdowns. He had a sick year. I like Tanyan. He's like a nice little safety blanket for
John's texting Rooney about the John bomb.
Huge John. I can't believe we got a live John bomb Arenado.
Shout out Rooney. No one to the cards.
And it's not his usual. For record, he does drop these little knowledge bombs before anybody else does.
Every once in a while.
And it's usually some random pitcher nobody but him has ever heard of. But Arenado's a big player.
So John's part of the Reddit community, if you know what I mean.
That means that he was at the Capitol. No, I'm kidding. No, we were not at the Capitol riots. We do not live in DC.
We might have to take that out.
No. They know we're doing it.
We'll discuss.
None of us, when I need it.
Very true.
Juszczyk gets in. He's always him and Ricardo are just always going to be the full until they retire. Bakhtiari is ridiculous. Trent Williams had a good year. Teron Armstead, good year. Sheriff's good. I don't know who Elston Jenkins is. I'm not going to lie. Shout out to you, buddy.
He's just in the Packers.
The Packers. Andrews Pete's good. J.C. Kelsey's always, and Frank Ragnow's really good.
Frank Ragnow, shout out, broken neck.
He broke his neck?
He played a game with a broken neck.
What a god.
Who did?
I mean,
Frank
linemen are just such hogs. It's ridiculous. All right, first defensive lineman that gets in, I take issue with. Cameron Jordan had a decent year, but he is a name that people know. He's been a Pro Bowler a bunch of times. Yeah, exactly. And he should not be a Pro Bowler over his teammate, Trey Hendrickson. Number 9, what is he, 96? He's the white guy that always wears the long sleeves. That dude's a beast. He had like 13 sacks this year, and he's not a Pro Bowler because nobody knows who he is. But Cam Jordan gets in over him. Kind of dumb. Brandon Graham. He usually has a good year, and Chase Young gets in.
That's foul. Okay.
Happy to see Chase Young.
Chase
He had a
Young,
good
yeah,
year.
I think he deserves it.
I'm really mad that the Giants didn't draft
Fletcher
him
Cox,
still, but
name.
Fletcher Cox is a name.
Actually, no, okay.
No, but he
That was just a good
when I
year.
say name, I don't mean they had a bad year, but I mean they had a good year, and somebody else had a great year, but because they're the name, they get it and over. Shaq Barrett is another one we're going to get to him. Yeah, Aaron Donald every year, just lock him in.
Oh, give me
Fletcher
a 3.
and Grady Jarrett.
That's not going.
Grady Jarrett had a good year as well. D tackles don't get really a whole lot of press, but he's always pretty solid down there in Atlanta. Khalil Mack,
ATL.
I feel like
No.
He's in.
Khalil's in. Did he have a good year?
These guys get their shit together.
I don't watch a lot of Bears.
Stop watching. Chuck Pagano sucks. That's why he's gone. I mean, he gets triple teams. Like. I don't
That's
know.
true. He's. I think I'm okay saying he's named, but
He's named. He's definitely.
Zadarius Smith, good year.
Fine.
Jason Pierre-Paul, shout out,
Shout
boy.
out.
I don't know how many fingers you got left. Former New York Giant. You were like my favorite player growing up
Yeah, until you got fingers cut off.
until he left, but he had a sick year. So I'm gonna give a little career revival shout out to Jason Pierre-Paul. Bobby Wagner, kind of a name.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Bobby Wagner
just
is
to check the stats.
probably wait.
And
listen,
Robert
I'm gonna get
Morris,
there.
fuck off.
Because Devin White
Jesus.
probably should be in over Bobby Wagner. Fred Warner had a good year, but Devin White statistically should be in over Bobby
Devin
Wagner.
White, Blake Martinez, Roquan
Blake
Smith,
Martinez
snubs.
and Roquan Smith both snubs.
Snubs.
We can combine Giants Packers there.
Bears,
They both had better years than Bobby Wagner. He's just the most well-known middle linebacker in the league.
He's still a good.
He's
it's
doing
not,
again.
It's not like he didn't deserve it. But
Exactly.
Like maybe someone else.
But
deserved
there are
it
some
more.
other guys that probably deserve more. He's basically taken Luke Kuechly's place as the most well-known inside
That's
linebacker.
true. It's like how you could give LeBron the MVP every year, but they actually
Yeah.
do. But they actually do in the NFL.
Yeah, Fred Warner, solid.
He
I'm
had a
happy
good
that he's
year,
good.
whatever, he's fine.
Jalen Ramsey, a little
Yes, no.
overrated.
No,
Wait,
no.
wait, hear me out.
No.
He should be a Pro Bowler. I'm just talking in general. He's a little overrated.
That's not a foul.
No, Jalen Ramsey, great year. Jair Alexander was probably the best cornerback in football this year.
Good year. Not
Um,
Kevin King.
Marshawn Lattimore, kind of a
He had a
name.
good year.
I'll give him this. He had a poor year last year. He did not play well last year.
Name-ish.
This year he had a better year, so you got to hand it to him there. I don't hate him being in. And then
Fuller.
James Bradbury, beast.
Fuller, low-key snubbed, whatever.
James Bradbury is so good. That was one of the best offseason pickups this year. Quandre Diggs gets in.
I don't know.
He had a pretty good year.
He's all-pro, too, so I don't know.
He had a good year. I'm trying to think other safeties from the NFC. Eddie Jackson
Eddie
didn't have a great
Jackson.
year.
Because he had to switch positions, so
Yeah.
he didn't play well. 'Cause he's not a great tackler.
And then Budda Baker and Jamal Adams.
Let's go.
Jamal Adams is such a name.
The worst cover safety.
No, he had the
in
most
league.
sacks.
Jack's mad because he
history.
used to be a Jet.
No, I'm
he
happy.
had the most sacks in
Just traded
safety
away. They
history.
just got a steal. Are you kidding me?
He has not been as good on the Seahawks statistically. This is true on the Seahawks as he was on the Jets. But Budda Baker, great year. Young Ho Koo. How do you say this guy's name? That's not how you say it.
Yeah.
Young Wei Koo.
Let's go, buddy.
Beast. Guy's an animal.
We need 3 ball. Come on, boss.
All right, we have covered NFL. Let's do some baseball.
Jesus Christ.
John's hype.
Johnny, you want to touch anybody? Which bomb? You mean John bomb?
No, I'm just trying to look for the full trade. It's not out
He's
yet.
got the full trade. John will be coming in hot with the baseball.
Dude, that
Here we
coach
go.
is such a loser.
Jack, I got you, buddy. They don't have the full
I don't
trade
really
out.
know.
The Rockies are getting multiple
I thought they were
players.
going to send Libertor, but they're not.
It says they're getting multiple players and will send upward of $50 million to St. Louis.
Let's go. Colorado's
yeah,
a shit.
Colorado is just they're doing a salary dump because they want to extend Trevor Story next year. His contract is up, and so
don't understand
all the money they're saving on Arenado is just now going to Trevor Story.
So they're just sending
and they're just going to be worse. So
they're sending upwards of $50 million. They're just going to send him a $50 million check.
Well, but he has an opt out. Arenado has an opt out after this year, so it might not actually be $50 million. It might just be 25, and then like Arenado just becomes a free agent this year.
So that is definitely a big story.
I mean, it's just because the NL Central is dog
yeah,
shit,
it's two boring teams trading with each other. But Arenado as a player.
I mean, the Cardinals are now the front runners for that division, easy.
I would say so. Yeah, they were good last year. They weren't great.
The
Brewers,
Pirates, Cubs
stink. No.
Cubs stink. The Brewers. I mean, I don't know. You get a healthy Yelich, you'll see.
The Brewers would be in the mix.
Yeah, they'll be in the mix.
They'll be in the mix,
but I think the Cardinals could do it. Yeah.
I mean, they just traded for the best third baseman in the league, so.
Yeah.
His name is Gio, actually.
Good point.
That's Gio Shell is the best third baseman in the league.
Good point.
Speaking of Yankees, Kluber.
Talk
about it, John. You're the baseball. You are the baseball guy.
Maybe the signing of the entire free agency.
Ooh.
Seriously, very high ceiling. But there is some risk because he had a shoulder injury. He hasn't thrown in a real game in like 2 years now. He got like one inning last year and then had to.
Yeah, I saw some stat of like 4 of the Yankees starting 6 pitchers
have not thrown since 2019.
I think one of them has thrown. Like only one of them is, or they've thrown a collective 1 inning since 2019.
Yeah,
I think it was Severino.
It's Kluber, Severino.
Outside of Garrett, yeah.
It's Kluber, Severino,
Domingo Germán was suspended. Sevy pitched 1 inning and then.
No, it was Kluber.
Sevy didn't pitch anything.
Yeah,
Kluber only pitched 1, and who was the other guy that we picked up?
James Taillon, yeah.
Taillon, yeah, there you go. And
2 Tommy John surgeries, testicular cancer. Man's been through the ringer.
Yeah, so.
If he has 2 balls.
Listen,
2 balls, 1 ball.
I genuinely
he's got 1 ball.
1 ball, riding with him more.
So it's definitely a risky rotation, but it can pay off.
I think the rotation's going to be good.
High risk, high reward.
Yes,
the good thing is you can take the risk because you have Garrett Cole sitting up front of the.
And you have what's called? We have Jordan, Dievy, Clark in the back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes,
and
also
is a great.
The part that I like the most about it is that those guys.
Lasagna. You don't like lasagna.
He's terrible. But now some of those starters can also be big arms out of the bullpen, which is necessary now that we've
I think we'll see Dievy out of the
Canely and Ottavino. So we're gonna see Dievy out of the. We might see Dievy out of the bullpen. Maybe Jordan Montgomery.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Wright State Arena, the Wright State Nutter Center, if you're wondering.
Hey,
so, this guy's got money on Wright State versus Rob Morris. That's
bet.
why he keeps looking over at the TV.
I don't bet money.
So we're talking. Let's get into Springer. Coming to the. If we're gonna stick in our division.
Let's just go to the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody's
just decided they're gonna go to the Blue Jays. I think they're the only team that threatens the Yankees in the AL East.
In the AL in general, to be honest with you.
The whole AL?
Yes. I'll break it down.
Right now.
John Baum.
He's got the insider
Indians traded away Carrasco and Lindor.
Correct.
They played the Yankees. They're not going to be threats anymore.
All right.
Okay. Rays traded away Snell. They also lost Charlie Morton, so there's 2 of their big 3 pitchers now gone. Randy's a freaking
one-trick pony? Oh,
yeah, he's
hot
not.
take.
Hot take.
So, I mean, they'll give the Yankees trouble, but the Yankees should be able to beat them, especially now that they have DJ back. They've got more depth pitching. I think the Yankees.
They gave us trouble last year, though.
I think that's what I'm saying.
But they've gotten a lot better. They were young last year. Guerrero lost a ton of weight. I don't know if you saw.
And won.
I don't know if you saw Vlad Jr. He lost a bunch of weight. So he's looking better. They've got a lot of young guys. What is it? Bichette. And what's the other kid?
Kevin Biggio.
Oh, Biggio's kid. He shouldn't have been a Hall of Famer, whatever.
The 3 of them are. They got a good. They have Ryu is a good pitcher when he's on his game.
I will say 6 years for Springer. 6 years for Springer is a lot.
6 years for Springer is a lot, and
he's
it will be
31. He's 31 already.
We have never seen George Springer be.
George Springer's 31.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, how old?
They're paying.
We have never seen George Springer be the it guy in a lineup.
Except when he was the leadoff.
But he's never been. Again, if you're pitching to the Astros lineup, you're probably worried in order.
Vlad.
No, if you're pitching the Astros lineup, what are you telling the Astros? You're worried about Altuve, you're worried about Bregman, and then you're worried about
time. Yeah, we're
Springer.
Yeah, he was so protected in the top of that order.
He was protecting the lineup, so it's going to be interesting. He'll probably be batting 3, 4, or 5, which is what he bat any. anyways.
I could see him lead off. Yeah, I could see
Probably him. Then.
Oh, no, yeah, you probably have Vlad.
Probably him.
lead off Bichette 2.
Vision.
3.
You probably want.
3, maybe.
Maybe some random
Honestly,
guy have.
You got Brantley too.
And
No,
they did
that
not.
didn't go
They did
through.
not.
Oh, Brantley did not go through.
They did sign Marcus Simeon though. Marcus,
Oh shit.
that's a very good signing for them.
It's a good middle infield. Wait, who's gonna play short?
Bichette's gonna play short. Simeon's gonna play second base.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
If they were in the AL East, I like that team a lot. It's a fun team. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
No, they're a fun team.
That's a
Definitely.
dangerous team for the Yankees.
It will. We'll
100%.
have to see how the rest of the rotation rounds out outside of Ryu and what,
Yeah, that's.
if any, bullpen will they have.
No, 4.5.
Because that was probably their biggest issue last year was the pen.
Yeah, 4.5.
And they really did not go out and do all that much.
Yankees
Yankees need another bullpen arm.
The Yankees need to improve the pen.
Yeah,
But I'm saying last year
bullpen
Blue Jays
on.
pen was
Good
not
pass.
great.
Nice.
They got Darren
This is
O'Day.
good bad. We did have Darren O'Day.
We did add Darren O'Day. Darren O'Day, former Oriole, used to kill the Yankees for
No reason.
whatever fucking reason.
Yeah,
Darren
for
O'Day used to
whatever.
kill the Yankees. Lindor. We didn't talk Lindor. The Mets. We don't have any Mets
We
fans
don't rock
here.
with Steve Cohen. We don't rock with the dude who sends pictures.
We don't rock with the Mets GM.
Porter.
He
if
sends.
you get 62 texts,
I mean,
give up.
He
Give up.
sent a picture of his willy to some chick.
Oh, John Baum again.
no.
Listen.
I was gonna say simp of the week. I mean, come on.
Oh!
62
Nice.
messages in a row. I mean,
Nice.
come on,
Nice.
John. Come on.
Early in the segment.
Come on.
Early in the
Simp of
segment.
week.
We didn't even get
62 messages in a row and you
Did
don't get
not
a
see
response.
that
Give
coming.
up.
John, I
Just
didn't
give
see that
up.
coming. I
And one.
love that from you, John.
We
I
didn't
mean,
see that
come
one
on,
coming.
We'll bring it back.
It's too easy.
That's
I like
great.
it.
More to
I
come
like
later.
it.
More to come once we get to the Simp of the Week segment.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Let's get to the Lindor trade briefly because I think the Mets are still not going to win anything. I think it
Shout out Ryan,
obviously
we love you.
helps.
They needed Springer to put them over the top. That's my opinion. And because they didn't get it, why?
And
Because-
one? Come on.
Oh,
I mean,
my God.
Lindor is a top player at the shortstop position, and he's now in New York, which will be fun. But the rest of their lineup is still not particularly good.
Wait, who they
Yeah,
have?
they got a good
Conforto.
Conforto, Alonso,
Who's the-
McNeil.
McNeil.
Yeah,
McNeil is
I don't
good.
like McNeil.
McNeil didn't have a
He's
good.
good,
He was
I
hit a
like
down
him.
year last year though.
Dom Smith.
Who?
Dom
Smith
Smith Dom Smith had a good. He had like 330 last
They
year.
had signed
He had a
James
good year.
McCann.
James McCann.
No, they paid him way too much for that.
He's still a good.
They're
he's
weird.
They paid a backup catcher $50 million.
He's better than fucking
They
Gabe.
feel
He's not a
like
backup
they.
catcher.
Here's the Mets. This Mets team feels like every other time the Mets get a couple players in the offseason and then suck. That's exactly what this
Yeah,
feels.
that's-
I mean,
James
we've
McCann.
seen this.
James
You'll remember
McCann
when
hit
they got-
290 last year.
You'll remember when
60
they.
games.
And he
fucking stats.
only played half of them because he was Giolito's personal catcher.
Yeah, so
Yasmani
he-
Grandal caught all the other games.
There's no. Yeah, there's
Nice
no
try.
actual catcher.
He's hit-
Ooh.
Get him, John.
The year before that, he hit 275.
as the backup catcher again.
Yeah, listen,
I mean,
they got a catcher, but
He
they
had
wanted.
400 at bats.
If you were the Mets and you got a new owner, you probably wanted to go out and get Real Muto, and they didn't.
Yeah.
You
I mean, the
and
Phillies
you probably want to
Phil-
stop supporting Robin Hood. Screw you, Cohen.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Doge going to the moon.
Doge going to the moon.
To the moon.
Get on it. Go invest. I don't know.
Shout
I
out
can't
Nev
do-
selling his 8,000
Shout out
shares.
Nev.
Shout out
I
Nev
can't
selling
do
his
math.
8,000
Just to
shares
be the
this
absolute
summer.
burger.
I can't do math.
We're not an economics podcast.
because
We are
Ryan's
started.
not here.
We don't have Ryan
Yeah,
here.
don't listen to anything.
Our-
And woke Pat.
We don't have our resident computer Ryan Finero here.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of woke Pat.
But no, yeah, this Mets
of
team
Boomer.
feels like every Mets team that prior to the season is claimed to be good and then ends up not being good.
It ends up being like 80 and.
Yeah, you'll remember when they
80
first signed
and 80.
Cespedes, they were like kind of dysfunctional for the first year. That's sort of what this feels
Did they make
like.
the World Series after
They
that?
did. Yeah, they made the World Series that year.
That was
That,
crazy.
not that year,
Yeah,
though.
that year.
So it
They
was the year
traded for
after.
mid-season. No, they made it that year.
Mid-season? All right. Well, they. Yeah,
It was,
Screw
the
Mets.
it, was,
Get on it. I mean,
it was the next year that Cespedes then fell into the hole while like riding like a hog or whatever.
Oh,
His foot was
yeah,
out
he
for
was
the year.
big.
I feel like
Only-
that's
only
probably
the
not
Mets.
true. I feel like
No,
he
no,
probably was.
No, it was.
He was probably on some drugs or something.
I mean, like probably.
On
but-
a hog.
Yeah.
You do gotta love that he's on a hog. Yeah, but they got carried by
That's gonna
Daniel
matter.
Murphy, who retired today.
Yeah.
You thought he was playing Clash Royale in real life.
What?
Because of the Hog Rider. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Get out of here.
All right. Any contribution he gave to the video
All
has
right.
now been
Thank
gutted.
Thank you, BB. Thank you.
All right, so let's go through our picks. I feel like we're very biased because all three of us are Yankees fans.
Jack's converted Yankees fan.
Jack used to be a Mets fan. Don't forget, he used to be a Mets fan.
Yep.
Like 8 years ago.
He was third grade, fourth grade. He became in fourth grade.
I mean, it was either root for the same team as Ryan or root for the team that
Oh!
everybody else.
Ryan, first of all,
wow.
Ryan, if you're watching OB, he's talking crazy right now.
That's crazy.
Love you, Federa.
Bucks lost.
But yeah, Jack was a Mets fan. But I don't know who early favorites. I'll let one of us say Yankees. Because all three of us are going to want to say Yankees, and then we're going to seem like the most stereotypical dickhead Yankee fans.
All right, so who will say Yankees first? Because I have my other team.
I will say Yankees first, and I'll give a case. I think the Yankees' starting rotation has potential to be really good. You have Cole is obviously going to be ridiculous. I think Herman coming back, Severino coming back, they're going to be pretty good. This lineup is basically the same as last year.
It's a foul.
I would have liked to have gotten another arm for the pen and definitely another lefty bat. I don't know why we have so many righties in our lineup. It's kind of a problem.
It's okay,
in the
Brett
playoffs.
Gardner's coming back. Don't worry about it.
We cleared cap space for Guardy.
We cleared cap space for
Straight out of
Guardy.
straight out of just
Calm
to
down. What did
just
he
to
hit?
sign Brett
220 last year. He'll be down to about 205. Guardy is a legend.
He's on the juice.
It might be time to go. But no, I think the Yankees. If the problem with the Yankees the last 2 years is just injuries. We get hurt so much. It's ridiculous
gonna
how
happen
often.
again.
It happens every year.
Every single year.
The burger.
And
It's honestly, it's just better off if the Yankees get hurt early on.
They always
so everybody's
and
back for
the injuries
for
always
postseason.
overlap, and then you end up with fucking Tyler Austin being our starting second baseman somehow.
Tyler Wade.
Tyler
We like
Wade.
Tyler Austin.
Wade.
We like fights.
Tyler
Agreed.
Austin, Yankees legend for fighting with the Red Sox.
He got beat up low-key. But
Tyler Wade, kind of a burger.
Tyler Wade's handsome and
He can,
fast.
and he's fast, bro. Get that man in the NFL. He has perfect
Put him
running
on the
form. He's
Patriots.
fast as hell. Get him on the Patriots. So yeah, I'll be the stereotypical. I think the Yankees are winning it. John, let's go to you.
All right, I want to steal John's pick.
All right, go. All right, fine. Go ahead.
Okay, go.
Actually, you go. I'll see if you take my pick.
Oh, you go for like NL or AL?
No, well, whoever
Who do you think's gonna win the World
Don't say it.
Series?
I'm gonna say it.
If you don't think it's the Yankees,
I know.
let's see it.
Let's say that. That's what
Like
you're gonna
I'm not going Padres. Padres are not it.
If it's a debate,
If the Dodgers sign Trevor Bauer, then the Dodgers I can see.
Do they have money
say.
for that?
They got to re-sign Justin Turner too.
That is a good point. They
They average down 20. Go me.
Let's go, baby. I would probably. Honestly, I think whoever gets Trevor Bauer might end up in the World Series. If the Mets get him, that
You
might
really
push
like
him.
Trevor Bauer.
Yeah. Trevor Bauer is very good.
Trevor
Yes,
Bauer
I'm a fan of Trevor Bauer.
Trevor Bauer belongs in the Padres.
I do like Trevor Bauer.
Trevor Bauer, whatever team Trevor Bauer goes to, gives them the best rotation in baseball, whether it's the Dodgers or the Mets.
What if he signs with the Cincinnati Reds?
He's not going to. The Reds don't have the money for it. The Reds are looking to trade players away.
How does he know?
The Reds are such a burger franchise.
Yeah, they really are. You have Bauer, Sonny Gray, and Luis Castillo, and you like.
Sonny, shout out.
You're like the.
You can't win a game.
Shout out Nev, Sonny Gray. Nev, biggest Sonny Gray man I've ever
You're like
met.
the what's it called? You're like the awful version of the Oakland Athletics. That's what you are. You have
Yeah,
all these good
yeah,
players in a
yeah.
small
It's a
market.
good comparison.
Instead of making the playoffs and like losing in like the ALDS or NLDS, like whatever, like the A's can't beat the big guys.
And
You just don't make the playoffs ever.
and they have the coolest alternate uniform in baseball. They have the sleeveless uniform. Derek Dietrich.
What's his name?
Derek
Pitcher.
Dietrich.
No, not
Oh,
Dietrich.
pitcher?
Other guy. Pitcher.
Dietrich's the fucking yoked,
Who's-
jacked guy.
Who's Jack Pitcher?
Mike Lorenzen.
Yeah, we love Mike Lorenzen.
Yeah, they got a bunch of dudes that are
Throws
just
bullpens
jacked,
and fans.
and
Yeah,
they
throw
can
both
Fire.
ends.
and they can
Fire.
wear the cutoff jerseys. Come on, the
Yeah.
Reds could be a fun team, but they
But
just suck.
no, I don't. I think the Yankees would beat whatever NL team though. To be honest.
All right,
All right.
I
I'll play
like it.
devil's advocate. Screw you, John. Let's go Padres. Why not?
No.
Why not? Why
Not
not?
experienced enough.
I don't care. Why not? We have Blake Snell, who, if they play the Yankees, will choke, but it's okay.
Agreed.
True.
I mean, why not? They're a fun team. I like that they have swagger.
Definitely a fun
Need
team.
I agree.
swagger.
But they're-
Well, I'm gonna
but
cut you
they're
off there
overhyped.
because
But
they
they're
are
overhyped.
overhyped.
When you say
overhyped.
they
I
have
want-
swagger, you mean Fernando Tatis
I mean,
has swagger.
Tatis, Manny
Nobody
has-
else-
Manny
Tatis
has
and Manny,
some
there's
shit.
not
Manny's
better.
just kind of whines. I'm not a big Manny Machado guy.
You don't know, but
A Yankees fan. He was on the Orioles.
I don't even
love
know.
him.
I don't even know who's on the team. It doesn't matter. Is Will Myers still on that team?
Probably.
No,
Probably
I
still
think- I
hasn't
think
bought
they
any
don't.
batting
I think
gloves.
they just-
Dumb
Salary.
team, no batting gloves. Whatever.
Actually, he might be. He might
like,
be actually.
I don't even know who else
No,
anymore.
I'm saying 2022.
White
They
Sox.
got that-
Padres.
White Sox.
The White Sox. I love it.
Dark horse. Yes.
I said
Dark
last
horse.
year that the White Sox were a sleeper playoff team. Did they make the playoffs last year?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they made it.
They
I thought the
lost-
White Sox are
they
sick.
lost-
They've got a
they
really
lost
good
the-
young core.
They lost to the Astros.
The White Sox are really good and are going to get better.
Comparison.
Very talented.
Great comparison. You guys ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
The White Sox are the NFL equivalent of the Bills.
I would say the White Sox are the NFL equivalent
Yes.
of the Dolphins.
No.
Same idea. Same idea. They're gonna be a year too early. That's my.
The
that's
Bills.
my thought.
I could see the
Bills.
Bills.
I don't know if the Bills are a year too early. They're like.
I could
6 games too early.
I could see the Bills regressing next year. I see no way that the Dolphins don't get better.
I would say more.
2 is the burger.
I would say more of the Dolphins just because the White Sox do have some veterans. Dallas Keuchel, they just signed Liam Hendricks too. Liam Hendricks, beast. Absolutely.
Get in, big man.
Who's that? Who was the closer on the Padres?
Kirby Yates.
No, reliever on the Padres.
A while ago, or
there's
like
some
recent?
gross pitcher on the Padres.
Oh, the
Clevenger?
Spanish guy.
Oh, Clevenger, yeah.
He's on the Padres.
Yeah,
that guy's good.
Well, he's
out.
He's out for this year though. Tommy John.
So not good.
That's why I'm saying 2022 rotation is going to be Dinelson LeMay,
He's putting
Clevenger,
in a future tonight.
Snell, Darvish.
Lock it in.
Pat.
Throw 20 on this. He'll probably make 4 grand.
And Musgrove. That's a retard. That's
I don't know
an
who
absolutely
Musgrove is,
retarded rotation.
Shout out Musgrove.
All right.
So last baseball thing here. I just quickly want to go over.
Wait, let's talk about where do you think Trevor Bauer's going?
Make it! Get in!
Thank you for yelling at Red State. It's hard to tell because it seems as though Trevor Bauer has hinted at him wanting to go to all 30 MLB teams.
I love his Twitter feed.
I love his Twitter feed. He seems to just tweet like Yankees come get me, and Yankees fans go nuts, and then he's like Mets come get me, and it's like why are you doing? I mean, it is entertaining. He definitely is somebody that enjoys baseball. You gotta love that.
I'll go last on this
baseball
one.
guy. I love it.
I think he will probably sign with. Angels have the cap for him.
No, they
I
just
thought
said they're out.
the Angels
They just
were
said
out,
they're out.
right?
Angels are out. All right.
Yeah,
Beat from the rafters. Love it.
I could see. I don't know. Is he really looking to go to a contender?
Yes.
I can tell you he's not going to the Astros.
He's a burger.
He's not an Astros fan. The Yankees don't really. Have
Low-key, that's a dark horse because he is from Texas. So
he said he will not go to the Astros.
Well, yeah, because they're fucking cheaters.
Not fans of the Astros.
We're still waiting for that game at Yankee Stadium. We're coming for you out too bad.
Yeah.
Coming for you.
Can we sign Joe Kelly?
Behind the third base
Can we
dugout.
trade for Joe Kelly?
One game.
Joe Kelly, if you're watching
One
this,
game.
come to the Yankees.
Miss. Fuck this.
I'll pay your salary on the Yankees if you
Fuck this team.
pitch a Yankees night game in the Bronx and you plunk Bregman.
Jose, right in the head.
I'll pay. That's gotta be Bregman.
Honestly, I want Correa. Because he was the only one to speak up and said, "Oh, we did nothing wrong." After they found out.
No, but he's not nearly. No, I don't like Correa either. I don't like any. Somehow
Correa's with the walk off.
They also.
Correa.
Bregman is the most smug.
Correa deserves
He's handsome though.
an Aroldis Chapman 105-mile-an-hour fastball to the neck.
But no, I don't know. I'd like to see him. I wouldn't mind Bauer on the Yankees. I feel like that sort of adds a little bit of chaos. He's a little chaotic. I think he'd be fun.
But John, talk to us. Talk to us. About Garrett Cole, Trevor Bauer beef. Why was there beef in college? Talk to us.
I don't know, to be honest. I think it's just I think it's just because one thought they were better than the other, but they both denied that there was ever beef. They were just they weren't boys.
There was definitely beef.
They weren't boys. They were just like they were both like studs, and they both like respected each other. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. I think I'll tell you what. I don't think it doesn't help the Yankees in any way. Bauer to the Mets would be a lot of fun.
It gives them the best.
Subway Series, good man. I want a Subway Series.
I would love a Subway Series. Bauer to the Mets would be a lot of fun. Imagine, I mean, that's what we would need to get out of COVID. We would need a Yankees-Mets World Series.
Yes.
Maybe the rest of the country probably would suck, but in New York it would be so great.
New York.
And then the Knicks are winning the NBA Finals. Because Julius Randle's the best scorer in the NBA.
Knicks first quarter is a lock.
Knicks first quarter is such a lock. All right, so Jack, where do you think he's gonna end up?
So according to my sources, also Cube's got it right the other day, a couple minutes ago. The Angels are out on Trevor Bauer, so it is.
I'll give credit. Bieber said that.
Yeah. It is between the Dodgers and the Mets so far, but neither are willing to give a long-term deal, and neither are willing to give him the money he wants. He wants more than Garrett Cole.
That's insane.
Neither of them want to do that. So both of them are looking between like $3 and $4 million, probably like $30 million a year, which is still ridiculous for like a 32-year-old.
BB says Phillies sleeper.
Phillies could, I could definitely see the Phillies.
They just signed for a lot.
Yeah, they gave Romo a big deal.
They could be, but
he'd be fun on the Phillies.
Trevor Bauer wants to win, and he puts. I mean, obviously the Dodgers won the World Series, like they're. So he puts either team over the top. I mean, you'll have Kershaw, Buehler, Dustin May, and
I'm so scared of him.
Dustin May and Trevor Bauer, or you'll have DeGrom, Stroman, Syndergaard,
I can't
I'm
stand the
terrified.
Dodgers.
And Carlos
I do not like the Dodgers. They're very annoying.
I think he's going to end up going to the Dodgers just because the Dodgers are willing to spend more than the Mets. The Mets are always been.
I don't understand how the Dodgers
I'm more about
have money
13
to
to
stretch.
stretch.
But anyways, so last quick little
Wait,
baseball
I didn't
segment.
go.
All right, go ahead.
I
Make
say
it quick,
Dodgers.
buddy.
Oh, I mean, I don't really care who he goes to. I just think that, like, I think the Yankees need to go back to the evil empire. Let's just buy everybody again. It worked in 2009. Let's do it again. Let's give Trevor Bauer the same exact deal as Garrett Cole, so they feel like equals. Equality, unity, I'm all for it.
That's just
Let's go.
All right.
Give it to
Let's
me.
go.
I'll let you have it. All right, so quick little side story. The MLB released the Hall of Fame ballot, and there are no inductees for the 2021 MLB Hall of Fame. Alex Rodriguez was eligible this year. David Ortiz was eligible this year.
No, next year, I
No,
David
they were this
Ortiz.
year.
thought.
Or they were
No,
released.
no one got into the Hall of Fame this year. Next year's ballot. Is
Next year,
A-Rod,
next year's,
David
yeah,
Ortiz.
that's what I meant. Sorry,
Oh,
nobody got
my
in this year.
God.
Sports Center, fine.
Barry got close-ish.
Barry.
Kurt Schilling
Barry
was pretty
deserves to be
close.
in.
Get Barry in the Hall of Fame. Get him in there.
Honestly, Roger Clemens too.
Get Roger Clemens in the
Gotta
Hall of
go
Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Who will he go in with? Will he go as a Blue Jay?
Probably a Yankee.
Going as a Yankee.
Going as a Yankee. Actually, yeah, make us look even worse. We love all the hate.
Get it.
Going as a Yankee.
Probably a Yankee.
Other teams. We love the hate so much.
Yes,
I
we
can't tell
actually
you.
enjoy it.
Keep hate. Please keep
It
hating
makes
us.
winning so much better.
Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
so satisfying. But yes, so the next year's class will be A-Rod, David Ortiz. There's some other names on there. Mark Teixeira is on there.
He doesn't deserve
Swisher
it.
is on this. Swisher's in the ballot this year.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Swisher.
Swisher's on the ballot.
He's in the
He
ballot.
was
See
this
what percentage Swisher got this year.
I don't think anybody.
I'm gonna
voted.
check
I don't
out.
think anybody voted for him.
Did
Come
Nick
on.
Swisher get Coco Crisp is on the ballot? Stop. There's no way Coco Crisp was on the ballot. Swisher does not show up.
Command F Swisher.
Torrey Hunter's on.
He's fine.
I think he can get it.
Swisher is not on.
BB Mint. Or no more.
Swisher did not get it.
He's out.
Oh, Prince Fielder this year. Tim
No,
Lincecum was.
no.
I mean, next year. Sorry, Tim Lincecum next year.
Lincecum, I could see.
Papelbon
I could
next
see
year.
that. No, not Papelbon.
Ryan
Papelbon.
Howard's.
Ryan
Yes.
Howard. Ryan Howard's interesting to me.
Me and Matt talked about this the other day. I
If-
think Ryan Howard's in.
If Ryan Howard gets in,
Eventually,
I would
first
not be.
ballot.
I would not be mad.
I think
I'd be fine
five
with
years in,
Ryan
Ryan
Howard
Howard will get
Todd
it.
Helm is 45%.
So this is next year. A-Rod. Get him in the Hall of Fame, please. Get David Ortiz in the Hall of Fame next year, please.
David Ortiz has a chance to be first ballot. A-Rod, I don't think so.
A-Rod.
Just because
They're not gonna get A-Rod in ever if we get there.
Yeah,
In a
if
perfect
Barry's not in, A-Rod's not
in a perfect world, A-Rod is a first ballot Hall of Famer, but there's going to
Sammy
be
Sosa also only at what 17%. What a joke.
Mark
Sammy
McGwire's
Sosa
probably
should
the
be
same.
in. Mark
Yeah,
McGwire is a bot. He's not good at baseball, anyways. The rest of them, for reference, people who are going to tell me, A-Rod's only good because of steroids. In 1990, talk to me. I'm talking to you. In 1996, prior to A-Rod ever doing any steroids, he batted .370. That is actually ridiculous. He did not win MVP that year. He was second in MVP voting as a 20-year-old. Who did he lose out to?
96.
To Juan Gonzalez. He lost out to
Oh, I was
Juan
gonna say
Gonzalez.
Griffey. Oh god.
He lost by 3 votes, so it's probably
Did we get
3
Carter
Red Sox
13?
fans that voted. But no, A-Rod, in 1996, prior to any steroids, 123 RBIs, 36 home runs, and batting .360 is just
This
ridiculous.
center's an animal. Wright State in the tournament.
Body.
Wright State
Big
upset
body.
in the tournament.
I apologize for the mid-major whisper
They
behind
whisper
me.
to me. I whisper
All right, so let's do last segments of the day.
NBA or no? No basketball? Mid-major. I'm the mid-major.
And
king
do we
of
want to talk
basketball.
basketball? What do we got basketball?
What time is it? Okay, phone. Thank God you're not dead.
58 minutes already.
Getting
Wow.
close. We're about an hour.
What percentage are we at here? Check it out. 17, we're fine. Yeah, we'll talk about basketball for like 5 minutes.
All right, we can do a quick little basketball.
NBA, I don't know. Want to talk about college? BB, want to talk about college? Want to spearhead this?
Oh,
Yeah,
BB,
BB,
give us
all
BB.
Alright,
Sharif
BB,
Cooper's
BB,
segment.
BB,
Get it
BB,
going.
Introduce what you said. Can't be on the camera. No one can see your face, especially. Talk about your topic earlier. Teams that you think. Teams what? About the Final Four? Talk to us.
Teams that, other than Baylor and Gonzaga, that can make the Final Four.
Interesting.
Baylor and Gonzaga. I
Okay.
think. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I don't watch a ton of college
I'll
basketball.
go last.
I think Texas Tech is good.
Fuck you.
No, sorry. Florida State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they good?
Sleeper. They're
Florida
good.
State, they
Great
play.
team right
They
now.
play defense. They run the floor, and they have really long wings. Players, always. So yeah, I would go Florida State. Iowa is a little overrated. We've got them on right
The
now.
Iowa Illinois game on. Illinois sleeper. I like them.
I do like Illinois. They got
I
size.
just had a team I really liked.
I am a fan of Houston, but the only thing, Houston doesn't play any good competition, so like they just blow everybody out by
Say
30.
the same about Gonzaga.
They're really good though.
That's
But I don't see anybody beating
That's a good
Gonzaga.
point, baby. But yeah, I think Gonzaga is like another level.
Yeah, one for you boys. Texas.
Texas.
Slept on.
Hook 'em?
Senior guards. Hook 'em. Senior guards.
Any-
big
yeah.
tournament.
Any team with
Shoot-
seniors.
Senior guards. Some young centers that are pretty good. Well, I think both of them are projected to be first round picks. You know, I don't know.
I like it.
I like it.
You got
What else?
Greg Brown.
I think you got to give.
Kansas stinks. Don't ever. Kansas
Yeah,
is
do
awful.
not-
Kids stinks.
No.
They could get upset by. I mean, if they
Them
play,
and Tennessee can both.
if they
be
play my
first round
boys
exits.
Wright State, could be game over in the first half.
I'm
Or Belmont. Don't see my
gonna get
Belmont
yelled
is.
at.
Austin P to the Sweet
I
16.
don't think that
Heard
they're.
it here first.
I don't think they're a Final Four team. I don't really think they're an Elite Eight team. I think maybe Sweet 16 team. UNC
I knew he was gonna
gets
say
better
that.
every
Ooh.
game.
I
If
knew
you
he
watch,
was gonna say that.
I've been watching a lot of UNC basketball. Shout out RJ Davis,
Shout out
UNC point guard. I've been watching basically game in, game out, watching UNC basketball. They get better every game. It is Roy Williams. It is UNC. You can't count them out because
Yikes,
them and Duke are having down years. So I could see them going. Anybody that thinks they're going to be out in the round of 64 or 32, I think is probably nuts. I think we'll see them
Yeah, they
Sweet
got a big
16
week.
and beyond.
They got a big week coming up. They play.
Who play Beavs?
They're getting a lot better. I'm
They
telling
play
you, game
Clemson. I think
Clemson,
sometime next week,
they're-
and they play Duke
Ooh.
next week too.
The
So.
only thing is that UNC could end up as like a 7 seed. And they
Yeah,
could,
I don't
they
want to
could-
face them.
And they could. You want to face them as a 2 seed?
No, if I'm the 2 seed, I don't want to touch UNC.
I like it. Yeah, they could,
That's what I'm saying. If you're a higher seed and you're looking at other teams you play, you probably don't want to be playing UNC.
well, there's too much talent there, dude.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
got
And it's
three
Roy
bigs.
Williams,
They got
right?
Yeah.
three bigs.
And
They're
Yeah.
very young, so they didn't get a lot of training over the summer because of COVID
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
now
if
they're
you
starting to
watch
play
them
with each other,
game
like,
in, game
yeah.
out, they get better.
They
They
can
got
be very
three
dangerous
bigs,
down.
Yeah,
I mean,
big
with Roy Williams as the
centers.
coach, I mean, I think
Yeah,
that's the
and
best
they don't,
situation that they could be in.
and differently from Duke, Duke feels really dysfunctional this year.
Yeah, they're not very good.
Coach K seems upset.
Restrain myself.
They just seem really dysfunctional. UNC seems like they're on an up and up path. So I like them probably till the Sweet 16, maybe a Elite
Ooh.
8. It's a little sleeper pick,
Wow.
but I don't watch a ton
Nice.
of college basketball. I just watch UNC basically.
Okay. Actually, wait, check the top 25. See what I really like. Otherwise, we'll end up. Oh my god, my guy's hurt.
Let's check. Standings.
Check it out.
You have 4.
We have 25. Get up.
Uh,
Whoa, it's only 1 minute left?
Yeah,
The hell?
that's
Oh,
what I'm
we're not going
saying.
to cover
It's
13.
not showing me the national rankings.
Just Google AP rankings.
Click rankings instead. Oh, Alabama.
Coach
oh
Paul.
my
I trust the
gosh.
coach's Paul.
We forgot about Michigan. Michigan's a good team.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Michigan. Michigan always plays well in the
BB's
tournament because they
his
play
last comment
defense.
on college basketball. Talk to his beeps.
This is BB's
If
only.
Auburn,
Oh, shut up.
if Auburn is a 10 seed,
Dislike.
No.
if they Auburn,
If
if they get in the tournament,
if they
they're,
get,
they're getting to a Sweet 16.
BB has a sexual attraction to
To
Sharif
Cooper.
Hey,
Cooper.
yo.
So we cannot.
You don't like
No,
can't allow
no,
that.
the dude's averaging 20 and 10.
You don't like
so.
Sharif in this podcast.
It just beat Missouri. It
Coach's
just beat
Paul has Illinois pretty low.
Whatever, it's fine. That's about it.
Yeah,
I don't hate Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I don't hate Wisconsin.
They got 5 like 5th-year seniors.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
you never
experience.
know.
Every there's got to be a team every year.
No,
With
Oh,
no. Yes.
If that bounced in, I would have.
Foul now. I need more points.
Every year you need a
6
team
right now?
with a
Oh
bunch
my
of seniors.
God. Right, State. We're gonna
Bucky
win.
here.
We're gonna win the victory on the
All right.
podcast. Sip of the week.
Sip of the
John.
week.
We got John's.
And
yeah,
athlete
no.
tweet of the
So I need
week.
tweet.
Oh yeah, I got
Do we do tweet of the week first?
Sorry, can you pull up?
I don't need to look up my
can you
tweet,
pull
I
up-
know
can you
mine.
Pull up my tweets.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll read through them.
John, you go first.
All right, we going tweet of the
Oh.
week.
Tweet of
Oh,
the week.
yeah.
Start off tweet of the week.
No.
All right, so tweet of the week. Oh my god.
Can you two quit it with the gambling? Come on,
Dude,
John.
dude, we didn't go. Okay.
All right,
Is this the one
anyway,
you want?
Okay.
I'm gonna read all of them actually. John,
you go first.
Athlete tweet of the week.
Athlete tweet of the week.
All right, this is not an athlete, but it is very.
Okay, fine. Tweet of the week.
March,
Fuck him in then, right, John?
Let's go for
March
it.
2016. Let the people trade from Robin Hood. Freezing cold
Nice,
take right
thanks,
there.
buddy.
Freezing
I like
cold
it.
take.
All right, I don't mind.
Foul
freezing
that
cold
guy's
take.
an animal. Let's go.
All right, go, Alice. Let's see yours.
Oh, we're just gonna go Mitch Trubisky tweets from his old Twitter feed. All right, we got. I love to kiss titties. What a guy. Hell yeah, go Packers. Nice. Ha 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 ha. Aaron Rodgers is that dude. Okay. And then I feel like a boss driving my mom's van. And last but not least, just saw Stevie Wonder in Cleveland Airport. 3 exclamation points. # legend.
Presumably, Stevie Wonder did not see him.
If the MVP, the future MVP is in the airport.
MVP,
Oh,
as in Nickelodeon valuable player.
He got slimed. No! Yes!
My tweet of the week. It's
Yes!
when Wright State stopped scoring points and I can speak.
Yeah!
My tweet of the week, not from this week, but it is true this week and all weeks. Antonio Brown, no more white woman 2020.
That's definitely not our ball.
I think that's probably my favorite athlete tweet of all time. BB, do you have an athlete tweet for us, buddy?
Do you want to go for it?
I lost my Kevin Durant tweets.
Oh, God.
I remember what it was.
From a burger.
Oh, he said he would
That'd be
drink
funny.
whose bathwater?
Scarlett Johansson's
Yes,
bathwater. Kevin Durant says he would drink
KD.
at Scarlett Johansson. I would drink your bathwater. That's a good tweet.
All right,
John, sim of the week.
wrap it up. Yeah, sim of the week.
Sim of the week,
I
John.
said it earlier. Jared Porter, 62 messages in a row to the girl. You got yourself fired after a
Well,
month
give
on
him
the Mets GM
backstory.
job.
Give him backstory who Jared Porter is.
All right. He was the Mets GM. Sorry, for about a month. He came on, traded for Lindor, and then got exposed of exposing himself to a woman over text.
He showed her his pee-pee
Got fired
on camera.
and is now looking for a job because he.
We'll hire you, bro.
Because he's
Get on the show. Come on the podcast.
We don't want you. We don't want you.
Yeah,
We don't
no,
want
thank
you.
you.
We'll bring you in.
But listen here. Imagine being the Indians GM getting fleeced by this guy. Imagine he's getting fleeced
Yeah, it's
by
been
him.
true. It's a good point.
What a year.
Maybe he sent him some of the pictures. He was like, bro, I can throw in these on the side. Get me
Under the
Lindor.
table. Yeah, we like it.
He probably sent her
We rock with
62
under the
messages.
table deals.
But
Right.
so he sent this chick 62.
62 messages. She did
Were they
not
all
respond.
pictures or was it photos and pictures?
It was only one photo. It was only one photo.
So 61
beautiful
texts
photo.
plus. So he sent the photo and then was like, look at it. Please look.
Yes.
Did you see it? Look.
Yes.
Look at it.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's
Man, almost down as bad as Ryan Federo. Almost.
Oh, wow.
Almost.
sending
Almost.
shots.
Nice. Our ball.
All right, House, let's go. Sip of the week. Who you got?
No, you got a good one.
I don't have. I actually don't. I was not prepared
look-
for this segment.
Oh my god.
What do I look up? Simp?
No, you
Show
guys-
me
you guys
simp.
see it. All right, fine.
I don't know.
All right, simp of the week. Well, this happened last week. We didn't record because I was away. Sorry.
Because he was racist.
No. I was in Florida last week, idiot. All right, simp of the week. It's actually reverse simp here.
Oh.
You weren't ready for this one.
I'm not ready for this.
All 7 females that have separate children, 21 Savage. I don't know how you just let 7 guys hit it and quit it, and you leave a kid in all of them. There's 7 kids, 7 different ladies. 21. Your album wasn't that good this year, buddy. That's all I gotta say. Drake carried.
I found
Oh!
in my head.
Here we go.
My
In your
sip of the
head.
week. Russell Wilson.
Oh god.
You are married to Ciara. You have a child with Ciara, but you are also a parent to a child of hers that is not yours. He is Future's. Future, the rapper, has a kid with your wife, and you father him.
Here's Future. Oh my god.
It's just simp behavior. I'm sorry, Russ.
Shut up, baby. We're not gonna cover 13.
Future is a king
Is it 6.5?
for that one.
4.5.
All right, so that's
We'll find out then.
is that the episode?
Yeah, let's wrap it up, boys. You know, we would play Gangster's Paradise because
We would play Gangster's Paradise, but I don't want to get copyright struck. So
whatever. They can't touch me. I've talked to the mid-major schools. They bail me out.
he whispered to the mid majors. We got a full episode shut down because Matt couldn't be PG-13 on the episodes. Cubes couldn't be PG-13. But it's my fault for not wanting to get copyright struck for Gangster's Paradise. I apologize. All
All
right.
right, boys. Appreciate you listening. We'll catch you next week with
We're gonna have Rooney.
Super Bowl
Rooney on
predictions next
Zoom.
week.
We'll have Rooney on Zoom for next week.
100%.
I might get my